The integration of communication, data management, and security technology to allow individuals and organizations to exchange information related to sales of goods and services.
It is a process or activity that involves the use of electronic devices.
Utilizing devices constructed or working by the methods or principle of electronics.
Implemented on or by means of computer.
Medium by which information is transmitted.
Activities and procedures involved in buying and selling things.
Commerce accelerated and enhanced by IT, in particular, the Internet.
What is e-commerce?
What is e-commerce?
What is e-commerce?
What is e-commerce?
E-commerce or electronic commerce is a process of buying, selling, transferring, or exchanging products, services, or information by electronic networks and computers. Next topic is history of e-commerce. In 1970s, businessmen used electronic data interchange, also known as IDE, to replace the traditional mailing and faxing of documents with a digital transfer of data from one computer to another. Also in this year, Michael Aldrich invented teleshopping, meaning shopping at a distance. He connects the television to the computer through the telephone for the customer to easily determine if the products or services in the supermarkets are available. Today is known as online shopping. In 1980s, the growth and acceptance of telephone banking, ATM, use of credit cards, airline reservation starts. It is used for customers to easily know the balance on their account and to have an early reservation in the airlines anytime and anywhere, and for the businessmen to help them to easily create a business plan. In early 1990s, businessmen and internet users started to market their product and services through the use of internet. Innovation of the application ranging from direct sales to e-learning experiences. And in the year 2000 up to present, many European and American businesses offered their business through the World Wide Web. Since then, e-commerce was known. These are the benefits of e-commerce in consumer. Convenience. Easier comparison shopping. Wider selection of goods. Instant delivery. Review of products and services. Cheaper products and services. Replacement. Credibility of seller. 24/7 availability of the product and services. These are the benefits of e-commerce in businesses. Reduce capital cost. Increase customer satisfaction. More effective data management. Potentially higher sales. Improve relationship between customers. Global reach. Supply chain improvements. Easy expansion. 24/7 availability of the product and services. In every benefits, there will always a risk. These are the e-commerce risks for the consumers. Possible security issues like spoofing. Possible privacy issue like phishing. Possible difficulty for return. These are the e-commerce risks for businesses. Need for robust and reliable website. Fraudulent transactions. Customers' reluctance to purchase the product or services. Increased competition.
What are the business commerce e-models? The first is the B2B or business-to-business e-commerce. It is the most lucrative area.
Lucrative means bringing a lot of money. Business-to-business e-commerce occurs when a business sells products and services to customers who are primarily other business. Via the web, they can reduce traditional business barriers such as time, location, language, and currency. Business-to-business e-marketplace include many variations, such as vertical e-marketplace, horizontal e-marketplace, and value-added e-marketplace.
The second model is the B2C or business-to-consumer e-commerce. It is the most well-known in everyday life.
Business-to-consumer e-commerce occurs when a business sells products and services to customers who are primarily individual. Business-to-consumer e-commerce is typically what you hear about television or read about in such periodicals as PC Magazines and Wired.
I will now discuss the concept of mass customization. So first, what is the meaning of mass customization?
Mass customization is the ability of an organization to give its customers the opportunity to tailor its products or services to the customer's specifications. Some organizations who are using mass customization believes that it is their advantage to tailor and produce their customers' required specification. One example of organization that is rendering mass customization is the Dell Computer Company. If you can remember, as discussed from the past discussion by our professor, Dell Computer Company markets their products by customizing the computer parts required by their customers. And now, let us proceed to MRO versus direct material. First is the MRO. MRO stands for maintenance, repair, and operations, or sometimes called the indirect materials. MRO are the materials that are necessary for running a corporation but do not relate to the company's primary business activities. MRO or indirect materials involves fixing any sort of mechanical, plumbing, or electrical device. Indirect materials simply are the materials used to maintain, repair, and operate a device. Examples of this are machinery used to make products, spare parts used for machinery, lubricating oil, repair parts for equipment. In purchasing products in indirect materials, this involves what we call the demand aggregation. What is demand aggregation? It is the combining of purchase requests from multiple buyers into a single large order, which justifies a discount from the business. Next is the direct material. Direct materials is any raw materials that ends up as a part of the final product. It is the materials that are used for production of the product. So here are some examples of direct materials: cloth in dressmaking and bricks in building a house. In purchasing products in direct materials, this involves reverse auction. Reverse auction is the process in which buyer posts its interest in buying a certain quantity of items. Reverse auctions create tremendous power for the buyer because multiple sellers are competing for the same business. Let us proceed to our next topic: horizontal versus vertical. Let us define first the meaning of e-marketplace. E-marketplace is an interactive business providing a central market space where multiple buyers and suppliers can engage in e-commerce business activities. This is where suppliers and buyers join together for a business activity, especially in e-commerce. A horizontal e-marketplace is an electronic marketplace that connects buyers and sellers across many industries, primarily in direct materials commerce.
So let's define vertical e-marketplace. Vertical e-marketplace is a marketplace that connects buyers and sellers in a given industry. Finding and reaching customers and establishing a relationship with them is called marketing.
There are special features, often technical considerations about marketing and creating customer relationships in e-commerce. First, you need to determine your appropriate marketing mix. Marketing mix is a set of marketing tools that your organization will use to pursue its marketing objectives in reaching and attracting potential customers. In business to consumer, your marketing mix will probably include some or all of the following. First, registering with search engine. Many web surfers use search engines to find information on products and services. While some search engines will include your site for free, Like for example is the freesearch.com. Almost all the popular search engines such as Yahoo and Google require you to pay. Most of these sites will guarantee that your site appears in the top portion of a search list for an additional fee. Small advertisements that appear on other sites are online ads or often called banner ads. Variation of online ads include pop-up ad, a small web page containing an advertisement that appears on your screen outside the current website loaded in your browsers. Second is the pop-under ad. It is a form of a pop-up ad that you do not see until you close your current browser. Another marketing mix included in business-to-consumer is viral marketing. It is a phenomenon where consumers share their experiences with the products and services to their friends, families, and colleagues. Another tool is affiliate program. It is an arrangement made between two e-commerce sites that directs viewers from one site to other. The best example for this is the Amazon.com. If you become an Amazon associate, your e-commerce website directs viewers to Amazon's site for certain purchases. In some instances, affiliate programs create relationships such that a payment is made for each click-through. Click-through is a count of the number of people who visit one site. To summarize all this, you want your marketing mix to drive as many potential customers as possible. From there, however, you need to focus on your conversion rate. Conversion rate is a percentage of a potential customers who visit your site, who actually buy something. So while total views or hits to your e-commerce website is important, obviously even more so your conversion rate.
I will talk about understand your business, products, services, and customers. You must clearly define the nature of your products and services. Know who your target customers are and understand how your customers perceive the use of your products and services and their business activities for the B2B e-commerce model or in their personal lives for the B2C e-commerce model. There would be two questions that will be answered in this topic. Who are your customers?
In the e-commerce world, you focus your efforts on selling to other businesses, to individual end consumers, or to some combination of the two. If you were in a business like Gates Rubber Company that produces mostly rubber and synthetic products, primarily for sale to the automotive industry and manufacturers of such products as boats and bicycles, your focus would be the B2B e-commerce model, as your target would be other businesses. If you were selling resume writing and job placement services to individuals, your customer would be B2C individual and consumers. Your customer mix would include both end consumers and businesses, and you'd need to carefully consider both groups of customers, their needs, and the value to them in the business services you sell. In the world of e-commerce, you need to distinguish between end consumers for B2C and other businesses for B2B. For some categories of products and services needed in the B2B and B2C spheres. Second question would be, what is the value of your products and services as perceived by your customers? If a customer orders a product or service from your organization, it is because that customer perceives some value in what you provide. The customer either wants or needs your product or service. Let's look at product and service categories needed by each customer group in turn. The first would be B2C, convenience versus specialty. To end consumers, convenience merchandise is lower priced, but sometimes they often need or usually frequently, while specialty merchandise might be as home stereo system, computers, name brand clothing, and furnitures. The second would be B2C, commodity-like and digital. In commodity-like merchandise to your customers is the same regardless of where they purchase it. There are some different bases of these: price, ease and speed of delivery, ease of ordering, and your return policy. While digital merchandise offerings are also important in the B2C e-commerce model, the goal of this is to eliminate the shipping costs. Music is a good example of this. Digital products are also advantageous to the business and to the consumers because they are customizable. This will be all about understanding your business, products, services, and customers.
What is business to business? It is the businesses make online transaction with other businesses. So now I will discuss about the continuation of finding customer and establish relationships in business to business.
Finding and attracting customers to your B2B e-commerce site is much different. Businesses, customers in the B2B model don't usually find products and services by surfing the web or using search engines. Instead, business customers prefer to actively participate in e-marketplaces to find suppliers. So now let's proceed why relationships among businesses in B2B are very important. These relationships, characterized by trust and continuity, extend into the IT realm. In the B2B e-commerce business model, you must provide a level of integration of your IT systems with those of your business partners. Once a formal business relationship has been established, the goal is to use IT to streamline the ordering and procurement processes, to create tight supply chain management system and drive out costs, so your IT systems have to work closely together. In the world of e-commerce, you must create IT systems that enable your customers or other businesses or end customers to pay electronically, easily, and securely for their purchases. Your customers in the business-to-consumer e-commerce model will most often pay for products and services using credit cards, financial cybermediaries, electronic checks, electronic bill presentment and payment or EBPP or smart cards. What is financial cybermediary? It is an internet-based company that makes it easy for one person to pay another person or organization over the internet. PayPal is the best known example of a financial cybermediary. You create a PayPal account by logging on the PayPal website and providing it with personal, credit card, and banking information. Next, electronic check. It is a mechanism for sending money from your checking or savings account to another person or organization. And then electronic bill presentment and payment or EBPP. It is a system that sends bills, usually to end consumers, over the internet and provides an easy-to-use mechanism, such as clicking on a button to pay for them and the amount looks correct. EBPP systems are available through local banks or online services such as CheckFree and Quicken. Lastly is the smart card. It is a plastic card the size of a credit card that contains an embedded chip on which digital information can be stored and updated. The chip is the case, can contain information about how much money you have. The entire payment process encompasses more than accepting a form of payment. It also includes determining the shipping addresses for your customer. You can create a competitive advantage by having a way of asking each customer only once for his or her delivery information and storing it. One implementation of this is called digital wallet. A digital wallet is both software and information. The software provides security for the transaction and the information includes payment information. Digital wallet can be stored either on the client side or the server side. A client-side digital wallet is one that you create and kept on your computer. You can then use it at a variety of e-commerce websites. Most browsers, such as Internet Explorer, supports your ability to create this type of digital wallet. A server-side digital wallet, sometimes referred to as a thin wallet, is one that an organization creates for and about you and maintains on its server.
In every business, security is the most important. Whether it's a customer or a businessman, they are all concerned in transaction security. Now, let's discuss the security in e-commerce. In e-commerce, you need to consider such issues as encryption, secure socket layers, and secure electronic transactions. Encryption scrambles the contents of a file so that you can read it without having the right decryption key. Encryption can be achieved in many ways, by scrambling letters in a known way, replacing letters with other letters, or perhaps numbers and other ways. Some encryption technologies use multiple keys. In this instance, you would be using public key encryption or PKE. This uses two keys, a public key that everyone can have and a private key for only the recipient. Customers use the public key to encrypt their information and send it along the internet. When it arrives at the destination, your organization uses the private key to unscramble the encrypted information. A secure socket layers creates a secure and private connection between web client computer and a web server computer, encrypts the information and then sends the information over the internet. Secure electronic transaction is a transmission security method that ensures transactions are legitimate as well as secure. Much like an SSL, UNSET encrypts information before sending it over the internet.
I'm going to tackle the financial electronic data interchange. Financial electronic data interchange is an electronic process used primarily within the business-to-business e-commerce model for the payment of purchases.
As we discussed at the beginning of the lesson, the four perspective of e-commerce includes interaction between and among businesses and consumer. The relatively new but large to enter the commerce market is the government. And now, I will discuss about the electronic government.
Electronic government, also known as e-government, e-gov, internet government, digital government, online government, or connected government, is defined as the use of digital technologies to transform government operations in order to improve efficiency, effectiveness, and service delivery. Within the e-government arena, there are four primary focuses. First, government to government. Second, government to business. Third, government to consumer. And lastly, international government to government. Now, let us discuss government to government. It refers to the electronic commerce activities performed within a single nation's government. Here, the focus can be vertical integration, horizontal integration, or most commonly a combination of two. Vertical government integration refers to the electronic integration of agencies, activities, and processes up and down federal, state, and local government levels. While the horizontal government integration refers to the electronic integration of agencies, activities, and processes across a specific level of government. Now let us proceed to government to business. It refers to the electronic commerce activities performed between a government and businesses for such purposes as purchasing direct and MRO materials. To government to consumer. Government to consumer refers to the electronic commerce activities performed between a government and its citizen or consumer, including paying taxes, registering vehicles, and providing information and services. Now let us proceed to international government to government. International government to government refers to the electronic commerce activities performed between two or more nations' government, including providing foreign aid.